Hello Taurus, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the energy of the Saturn in Aquarius transit for the sun, moon, or rising signs in Aries. So you can watch all three signs. I will have videos for all 12 zodiacs. So Saturn moved into Aquarius on March 21st, 2020. And it will be in the sign of Aquarius until March 7th, 2023. So it's a approximately 3-year transit. And Saturn transits are important. These are big energies. Saturn is known as the great taskmaster in astrology and really in any divinatory system such as tarot. And it has this sort of energy of the strict or the stern father that comes in and says, you know what you're doing is not right. You need a gut check. You need a reality check. And Saturn's all about getting you on task. It's all about keeping you on track. And it's sort of here to remind you, that you are an adult. And there's a reason why you need to be doing certain things. And that's kind of this energy of Saturn. Now, in the tarot, Saturn is associated with two cards specifically. Number one is the world. The literal astrological correspondence with the world is Saturn. And it's interesting because the world is sort of a feeling of coming of age because you've gone through the entire hero's journey. You've gone from zero, the Fool, all the way through the major arcana to the world. And it can, in some ways, be seen as like a period of self-reflection on the journey that you've taken. And the other one is the Devil, which is a card associated with Capricorn. Saturn rules Capricorn, so that's why that is associated. Now, some of you may be going through your Saturn return, and if you are, there will probably be some important messages here for you. So if you're somewhere between age 27 and 30, or you're somewhere between 57 and 60, you could be going through your Saturn return. So we're going to start off by we're going to pick some astrological influences here. I would fan this out on camera, but my table doesn't have the give, so I've pre-shuffled and fanned for you. So let's go ahead and pull some cards here. So we have Leo. What else do we have? We're going to take this one, and we'll also take that one. We have Neptune, very interesting, and Venus. Okay, so Neptune, Leo, and Venus. Neptune is interesting because it's a card of dreams, visions, spirituality, anything like that, going deep into the water. So some of you you've been maybe becoming more spiritual, doing things like tarot readings, maybe getting into healing crystals. Some of you are getting into the spotlight here with Leo. You're becoming more bold in whatever it is that you're doing. And we have Venus as well. Some of you investing or getting emotional with somebody, entering into a relationship. I would also recommend that you check out these placements in your chart. And specifically for Neptune, you want to read about the house that Neptune's in, because this is a longer transit. It's more about a generational thing with Neptune. But you want to read the houses just in general in your natal charts because they are very important, just as important as the placements. But we'll go ahead and keep that right there. Now, I've already pre-shuffled these because I knew this was going to be a long intro. So let's go ahead and start to get into this and pull some cards for you. Now, if you're enjoying this, or if this message resonates rather, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. Also, drop a comment to let me know what you think and hit that like button. So let's see what else we have here for you. Taurus. Make sure everything is in view, and we'll get right into it here for you. Okay. I think that looks just about good enough to me. Perfect. Energy on the bottom. You have the King of Pentacles. So this is interesting. This is Capricorn, or it could be any earth sign. Could be you as well. Could be any earth sign. Could be a Taurus. But this is somebody who sticks to the routines. Very sort of very much giving me Saturn vibes here, okay? Because the King of Pentacles, they do not really rock the boat. They have put in the work, and that's how they've achieved success. They do not slack. They do not do anything like that. They stick to routines, and they will do the same thing day in, day out, as long as it's resulting in success. And that's how they've achieved this this crown that they're wearing on their head. That's how they've gotten on their gold chair, and so forth and so on. And so for some of you, this is definitely a good thing. Definitely like to see that. So right away in the middle, you have the Six of Pentacles here. Six of Pentacles, where did that come from? You have the Ten of Pentacles, even better. This is a card of abundance. This is a total harvest here, okay? This is something good coming in for you, Taurus. This is the last card in the suit of Pentacles, meaning you have achieved some sort of reward or victory for yourself. And this can indicate money being passed through generations, can indicate anything that has a large sum or a large quantity associated with it, such as a real estate purchase or a retirement account that's accrued over time, even an inheritance, as I've said. For some of you, you are building your empire here with the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are looking at how you can sort of build a legacy here. For sure, in your life, you are looking at legacy building here, Taurus, for some of you. Now, in the past, so maybe sometime between March 2020 and now, so in the last year and a half, you have the Knight of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Temperance card. So this Knight of Wands is somebody who is about to embark on like a long journey. This card almost always comes forward when you're ready to move residence. Some of you may have moved recently, maybe in the last year and a half, or it's been heavy on your mind here. This upper row is the row of your thoughts on your mind type of energy. Others of you are realizing that you have a lot of skills and talents and abilities to offer to the workplace or whatever it is that you're doing here, because it's also seen as the sort of maverick in the tarot, somebody who's capable of sort of being a jack of all trades type of person. You also have this Four of Wands here, another card of marriage. Some of you may have literally gotten married in the last year and a half, not everybody, because of just this energy here of building a legacy that I feel like, you know, for many that includes children. And you can see the family here on the Four of Wands in a ceremony. Now, if that's not part of your legacy or your empire that you're building, the Four of Wands is foundations and achievements. It's setting some sort of solid foundation for yourself, and that would make very much sense for a Saturn reading. Saturn's all about setting those foundations so that you achieve sort of success for yourself. And I do feel like some of you have been thinking about that. Now you have this Temperance card as well here. This is a card of healing, card of patience, balance, and moderation. Another thing that Saturn would come in with its influence and do. And some of you have realized that good things take time. And, you know, it's interesting. Something just came to mind here. Like the majority of businesses are like if you start a business, the majority of businesses are in the red for the first like 2 to 4 years, I believe is the stat. And so there's something here around that where it's like you're realizing that good things take time. And that's what I feel like some of you are kind of realizing. Now you have this Two of Swords, this Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. So we've talked about how some of you are working on abundance, some of you are building a legacy or an empire here. You have this Two of Swords. There could mean that somebody's not happy with what you're doing. This Two of Swords could be an injustice, someone throwing emotional daggers at you or spreading emotional poison about something that you're doing. But really, you know, I feel like maybe you're indecisive on another hand. Most of you, I feel like, probably more so, are indecisive about this big situation that's happening here with this Ten of Pentacles. This is your current situation, so like what's happening now. You're really needing to stand your ground. If you have a firm idea or if you have a strong conviction on something, this is a time to trust it and put your trust and your faith in the universe and allow it to sort of happen. You know, there may be, your back may be up against the wall right now as you're watching this. And so some of you potentially even just dealing with competition in other areas of your life, something like that going on here. Now, in your future situation, you have so between now and like March 2023, you have Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So this Knight of Pentacles here is somebody coming forward, offering out their pentacle to you, saying that we have an opportunity for you. It's something that takes a long time. Knight of Pentacles is slow and enduring, like Saturn, okay? And so it's something that you've been waiting to have happen. It's a really nice card. Everybody wants to see the Knight of Pentacles because it's like a rival. It's like you're finally getting the result of something. And for you, it's this situation here with this Two of Pentacles where you've been weighing options. You know, there might be financial changes in the future. They look very good. The financial changes in the future look very good for you. Whether that comes in the form of a new job, something else, maybe an inheritance in the future, or like an investment that pays off, such as a house that has appreciated in value pretty significantly, with the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands next to it, indicating shared resources or something like that. Or there's something here in the future that's paying off. The finances here are balancing out, are tipping in a certain way. For others of you, you're weighing options and decisions. You may realize that you want to marry somebody here with this Ace of Cups, or you may realize that, you know what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be pursuing what I love to do. I'm going to be pursuing my interests here and getting a new start or a new beginning in that area. So let's go ahead and pull some angel cards and see what wants to come forward. Okay, these two definitely want to come out. And can we get one more? Is that it? That is definitely it. Okay. Okay, so we have, okay, wow, look for a sign. The situation will improve and not the right time. Okay. Wow, look for a sign. I love that card. I always say wow when I get that card for some reason. I don't know. I just love the graphic here. I just feel like this is such a nice energy where there's like this divine inspiration or this jolt of energy coming down, giving you a sign. And what I would tell you is between now and, 2023, I know that's a long time, but the next year and a half, pay attention to signs and synchronicities. You will know what opportunity is right for you and what opportunity is not right for you. And really trust that for yourself because, I feel like right now maybe there's some indecision about what it is that you want to actually be doing, but you will know when that time happens. Okay? So I would say focus on quality, not quantity. Don't rush anything right now. Realize that this is something that will take time to develop, and you will be divinely guided along the way with synchronicities. Okay, Ten of Cups, the Emperor, yeah. Queen of Cups, okay. Some of you are realizing that part of your empire, part of what you're building here, part of your legacy is being a parent. The Emperor is the father archetype. It's interesting because so is Saturn. And, but it doesn't matter what gender you are, or if you're a mother or your father. I'm getting the energy of you wanting to build a family, okay? And for some of you, you've realized this in the past. Some of you have started that. Maybe you've had children. Maybe some of you are having children, like you're pregnant or something. But, this Ten of Cups is family energy. And you have the Four of Wands with the Knight of Wands, yes. And so some of you have done that. The other thing about the Emperor, it's a very good sign for a leadership, authority, very good sign in business. It's big boss energy. And the Queen of Cups is like also just balancing all of this out here with Temperance, which is just really telling you to take time for yourself, have compassion for yourself, continue healing anything that may need healed at this time. So you have the Four of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, look, some of you are really right now unsure. Remember, we have this Two of Swords up here, which is indecisiveness, and now you have this Hanged Man. What the Two of Swords and the Hanged Man says is the Hanged Man really needs to take those two swords and cut the cable. Because right now they're not growing. Right now they're complacent. They're stuck where they are. It's not even that they're stuck. It's just that they are consciously choosing to be where they are instead of to move forward. And what the Hanged Man realizes is that the card that comes next to it is the Death card, which means it's not going to be easy. But ultimately, if they want to transform into Temperance, if they want to transform into number 14 or into the next one, they're going to have to cut the cable and try something different. For some of you, you're going to do that. Right now, you're a little bit staying where you are in your current situation. It's not doom and gloom. The thing is, this cup here, this hand offering out this cup, is the universe. Remember, look for a sign is under this. Is the universe offering you an alternative solution, an alternative cup? And for some of you, you're going to decide to do that. Let's see what else we have here. 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. So, love to see this. I do want to just remind myself what we have under there. Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups with the 9 of Swords. Okay, so you are really waiting for that Knight of Pentacles to come around. The thing is, that makes sense because the Knight of Pentacles takes time, but the reality is that you can't, it's going to happen when it happens, okay? You can't fill the space between now and that event happening with storytelling and staying up at night and thinking like, when is this going to happen? You just have to allow it to happen when the time is right. And remember, you have this not the right time under it, so don't spend the time having nightmares, okay? I know it's easier said than done, but that's the feeling that I'm getting here. You know what I mean? I would just pay attention to dreams at this time, especially as you have this Neptune influence. I would really pay attention to dreams between now and the next year and a half. 9 of Cups, your dreams coming true. The fulfillment of your wish is happening. It just may take time. With the 6 of Cups as well, there's going to be a time between now and the next year and a half where you're going to sit back and be like, whoa, like this is exactly what I wanted to have happen. Like I am seeing everything I saw for myself is now real. It's now here. Because this is the nostalgia, it's in the past, but you're seeing it in the future with the Ace of Cups. So it's a happy ever after type of reading. So I love this. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I'm also very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you in the next one.